Hi there, today we're playing the Black Bass, made by Hot Bee. Did I make this game? Because I'm a Hot Bee. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit start. Oh my gosh. I fired this up a little while ago, and as soon as this music hit, I was like 6 years old again. This is a game from my childhood, so this game is like super duper nostalgic. I'll just put in Tom because it's shorter. Gotta hurry up and get past the name part. Gotta get to the nostalgic part. Okay, it is kind of a dick move for them to put a ranking player as like the default. You actually have to go to the middle one, otherwise you gotta put in a password. And I'm not sure. Can you actually back out? If you don't know a password, I'm actually not sure if you can like back out if you don't know a password. You might have to reset the game actually. Okay, I don't know why. Check out this dude. Why is there? Who is this guy? Why does he exist? There's hardly any graphics like in the game, so like why does that person get his there's so few graphics, so why does that random guy get a graphic? Okay, so we're playing this game. This teeny tiny symbol is supposed to be like a top-down view of the boat. Man, dude. Okay. Okay, boy, where to even begin, man? This is a game I played throughout my childhood. I played the first lake mostly. This game is actually like hard, I think. Let's just go, I don't know, here. It's like a super generic place to start, but I don't know, let's just go here so we can start playing. But this game has like a super mega long password, so whenever I would play it, I would like never use the password. So like 99% of my playing was just this like first lake. So basically what you do, I almost don't think I want that fish. I don't want this fish. We're in like a tournament, and you want the fish that are like green. They're like darker green. That was like light green, like greenish yellow. And those are the only fish that count. So any fish that's not that, you should just try to let go of. Which does kind of suck, because it's like, well, you're gonna have a fishing game and you have like a whole bunch of different kinds of fish or whatever. But it's like, well, you only want one kind, so I mean, I guess that's realistic in terms of like, that's how like fishing tournaments normally go, right? But for like gameplay, for like video game gameplay purposes, it does kind of like suck to have it be like, oh, well, you're just like omitting most of the fish. This might be, oh, god dang it. Okay, I think we're too close. Okay. Data point. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the instruction booklet, it shows the, like the good fishing spots for like the first lake. And you actually cannot catch fish while the, like you have to get that green thing or whatever, like off the screen before fish will like spawn, because they always spawn off the top of the screen. And I don't know if it's slowdown or what the dealio is, but a lot of times your back, a lot of times your back and forth movement like slows down whenever there's like a fish that like closes in. I don't know why. And only one fish will appear on the screen at a time. So you gotta wait for one fish to like leave before you start going back and forth to try to get another fish. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is like a big one too. I'm pretty sure that oh my god. Please. I'm pretty sure that this first lake doesn't have like most of the black bass fish are like small. And then this is considered like a larger one. I'm actually not entirely sure if there's one that's bigger than this. Maybe there is. Maybe it's just like super rare. But this is actually is like a big one, relatively speaking. Most of the ones that we're gonna be getting are probably gonna be like the small ones, just because you're more likely to get those ones. But yes, my childhood, like I spent a lot of hours on this shore, this like stupid ugly ass shore with all the ugly, like, dead plants and stuff on the left side or whatever. Alright, piece of cake. 2 pounds. It's big, but it still has the, like, the small, like, graphic or whatever. Pretty sure, you can get bigger ones. Like, ones where, like, the graphic will be, like, larger for it. Okay, well, we'll move here in a little while, but we'll see if we can catch another one. Man, I didn't think that was that. I was trying to not go, like, all the way, so you don't have to, reel to get the thing off the screen, but... yeah, there was a point where I just always would go, like, back and forth. And then somewhere down the line, I started going, like, back and forth, and then if you press up, you do this little thing. I don't exactly know, like, what that is. I don't know if doing, like, the up thing actually affects anything or not. But there was a point where I, like, switched from just doing the back and forth to doing the up thing. It was like, ooh, changing up the gameplay, changing up the strat after all this time. But, yeah, I'm like... Oh, man, did I mention this is, like, super nostalgic? Like, god dang. I also haven't played this hardly at all since, like, I was a kid. I did watch, what was it, Pro Jared? I watched Pro Jared do, like, a one-off of this. Okay, once you get to a certain point, I don't think... Yeah, that ain't gonna be it. That fish is too big. Yeah, that wasn't gonna be a bass anyway. Or a black bass. Like, I'm actually not entirely sure if you can get other kinds of bass besides black bass. We'll catch one more black bass at this spot, and then we'll move. I'm actually not entirely sure where the other good spots are. But I'm pretty sure this game has 4 lakes, I think. And you have to catch, like, a lot of black basses to, like, advance to the next lake. This is probably... Oh, you son of a bitch. That was probably a black bass. It was probably a small one. But, like I said, most of my playing was, like, of the first lake. I would make it to the second lake sometimes. But it was only a handful of times. And there was places on the second map that, like, scared me as a kid. Like, if the water was, like, too dark, it would make me, like, nervous. I was just, like, uneasy, you know? Even though there's obviously, like, no threat of, like, drowning or anything in this game. Just the water being dark, man. I don't know, man. Alright, come on, let's see if we can get at least one of these guys. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, whenever the shore would, kind of, like, slope off like that, you could always tell that you were getting close to the edge or whatever. This guy's probably gonna leave. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you get, like, too close, then they actually... I don't know if they're, like, scared by the boat or what, but I'm pretty sure when you get to the point where the screen stops scrolling... I'm not 100% sure, but I think once you get, like, close enough to where the screen stops scrolling, then I think that the fish will not like, bite or whatever. God dang. Boy, that's been a bunch of close calls. I think I messed up my rhythm, just like at the very end. Usually when they get that close, maybe I'm, like, stopping because I think they're gonna bite. I gotta flick, like, one more time, like, to the side. Yeah, see how it, like, slows down? There we go. Yeah, see, this is, like, a little one. You know, I wonder if my dad ever beat this game. I should ask him. Yeah, my dad was a fisherman, and when I was a kid, I grew up in Upper Michigan. So the joke was that people would say that there's 20 lakes within 20 minutes. So, like, to to go like fishing was like not really like that big a deal. You could go out for just like an hour or two, and if you caught something cool, and if not, no big deal, you know. And then when I became a teenager, we had moved to Oklahoma. Oh man, that was actually almost as big as the other one. And that one said, too bad it's small. It still counts though. Yeah, the difference between a 2-pounder and a 2.1 pounder. Okay, let's go somewhere else. I don't know where the other good spots are. I'm pretty sure there's a good spot, like here, up against here. I don't know if, like, it's here or here. But you do actually have to... You do actually have to go to the, I'm pretty sure you can go like this. Little bass, okay. I don't think there's any, like, in between. It's either a nice bass or little bass. So it's what, 8:01? I'm pretty sure it takes, like, a little bit of time to do this. Little bass also, huh? Oh, it only took a minute, okay. I'm pretty sure that there is something where it's, like, up against this thing. Maybe it's here? I don't think so. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. This is nice bass. Huh. Okay, so this very specific spot is nice bass. Yeah, I don't know. I'm, like, nervous by these, like, underwater, like, plants and stuff. I actually don't know, like, what's up here. Oh my god, that dark spot used to creep me out. Yeah, I remember this. You can go, like, through it, but you, like, lose, sight of your, lure. I don't know if it, like, means anything. I don't know if it, like, matters. I don't know if it, like, makes the fish like or not like it or whatever. I don't know if it, like, repulses them. Or you know what I mean? Like, scares them off or whatever. Oh, god dang it. Okay, so, you do have to try to steer your fish, like, away from the, or steer the fish. It's not your fish till you catch it. You have to try to steer the fish away from the, like, the weeds and whatnot, or whatever these plants are. I'm pretty sure you can get, like, caught in it and, like, lose your lure. I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, didn't even know he was on the screen. Yeah, not a lot of wiggle room. Yeah, so this place has a lot of fish, allegedly. Oh, god dang it. But there's, like, way more, like, hazards and stuff. I don't know. Let's try the deep spot. I mean, the deep spot is, like, obvious. Or it's like a, yeah, I think I always think the deep spot has a lot of fish, but it doesn't. I wonder if there is a spot like on the edge of it or something. Nope. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going off my memory. I want to say that there's a spot like maybe like here? Oh man, look at this ugly water. Oh, here we go. I'm actually not sure. Like, if I move over like one notch, I don't know if it'll still count. I don't know if the nice bass point is just like one like notch or one like tile or whatever. Oh man, good old fishing. So yeah, I mean, I would go fishing with my dad. I wasn't that, like, good of a fisherman. I don't know. I'm not even entirely sure if my dad was either. He liked doing it. Somewhere down the line, my dad got a boat when I was like 10, I think. 10 or 11, something like that. And we would go fishing on the boat. And when I was how old was I? Oh wait, no, I wasn't a teenager. Well, my life is, I mentioned this in other videos, but I could like tell like eras, like the eras of my life are divided into like where I was living, because my dad was in the Air Force, so we would move every couple of years. So I was in Upper Michigan at the time, which means that I was 12 or younger. We went on a fishing trip to Canada, which I don't know why. It's like, are the fish different there? I don't know. It was just to like do it, I guess. I don't know. It was like we had plenty of lakes to fish where we lived, so I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I'm not really like a travel-y kind of guy, so it's like, well, yeah, 1 pounder. We're gonna be probably seeing a bunch of those. I think those are like the most common ones. The ones that are, I feel like I've seen a lot of ones that are exactly 1 pound. But it was just like a thing. It was just like a thing for like the guys to do, I guess. And we went with a bunch of other dads with their kids or whatever. Yeah, my dad didn't go to church with us, but the like one of the chaplains was like a fisherman, and they were like fishing buddies. And then like his kid was like the kid that I was like the, I don't want to say best friends with, but like the one that I was like more than, I was like sort of kind of like friends with, versus like I didn't really like know the other kids. So like that was the one that like I hung out, like he was the one that like I hung out with the most. Actually not sure how many other like dads went with their kids. But there was like a group of us that like went. Boy, I did not see a single fish. What the heck? Maybe maybe they don't like, maybe like a different thing would work better if it's raining. Actually, see, I don't even know like this kind of stuff. Yeah, I always thought it was weird how you only get red shallow runners. I remember always wanting like the silver ones. I was like, why do you only get a silver pencil bait? Let's try. And then I was like, why is the frog pink? But it says red. See, the pencil bait is red. Oh, geez. I don't know. Let's try a frog. I don't know. Yeah, the pencil bait and the frog are the ones I use the most. I didn't like using the shallow runner because you actually have to like pay attention to stuff. You have to pay attention to your, see at the bottom of the screen where it says your height or your depth or whatever. Like as you moved, I'm pretty sure like as you moved, the it would like sink, and you don't want it to like sink too much. I always thought that I know it's kind of hard to see, but I always thought it looked like the frog was like dancing. I always thought it looked kind of cool. Does the frog just suck? I remember using the frog, but I remember using it and then like switching back to the pencil bait. I think the weather does affect like the frequency of like the fish or whatever. Maybe let's try like a blue frog. Maybe they like blue when it's raining. I don't know. Is it still raining? Oh, it's still raining. All right. Yeah, see, this is the kind of thing that like I don't even know like what to use when it's raining. Apparently, like the rain seems to be having some kind of effect, because like fish aren't even showing up like at all. If this doesn't work, then I'll try a silver pencil bait. But we lived in, we had like a pop-up camper that was like my grandpa's or whatever. I'm pretty sure it had like a hand crank, and you would crank it and it would like pop up or whatever. Like it was like, it was only like a couple of feet high. It was like cube shaped sorta. And you would crank it and it would like literally like create like a camper out of it. It was weird. And I remember the first day that we were there, like, it was like the mosquitoes, like, were like, I don't know what the hell was going on, but there was like an insane amount of mosquitoes. It was like crazy. There was like so many mosquitoes that it was like swarms of them. And I don't even know like why. Like, I guess we just, like, we must have, maybe we had already like rented the campground that we were gonna stay at or something. But the mosquitoes are so bad that there must have been some reason why we decided to stay there anyway, despite there being like this like onslaught of mosquitoes. It was so ridiculous. And then this like pop-up camper was like it was like so like old. I mean, it worked. Like, it did the job. It protected us from the elements. But it was like super old and ghetto. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say that it was probably not airtight because mosquitoes like found their way in. And then I woke up and I was wearing underwear and pants. And I woke up and I had a mosquito bite like on my freaking dick. And then come to find out, I had multiple mosquito bites on my dick. Come to find out, I had 7 mosquito bites on my dick. All I did was like go to sleep. So I'm like, how the hell did like 7 mosquitoes like find their way into my pants and just like suck the shit out of my dick? I was like, dude, come on. So I was like, well, maybe it was just one mosquito got in there and just went hog wild 7 times on me. I don't know. Okay, so everything sucks. Like nothing is working. Should I try a shallow runner? We'll try a shallow runner just so you can see it, I guess. But you actually have to like manage. Yeah, see, as you go back and forth. Oh, when you press up, it goes back up. Oh. Maybe the fish go deeper when it's raining. Maybe you actually have to put the lure like down further into the water when it's raining. Yeah, for how much I played this, as you can see, I like never learned a lot of the mechanics. Okay, you son of a bitch. Ugh. But, I mean, I fished for the first couple of days. But, I mean, yeah, it just sucked, kind of. Because when it's like, when you drove all the way to Canada, you feel like you should do, like, a lot of fishing since you drove there to fish. But it's like, I was more of, like, a small dose fishing kind of guy, you know. I was a gamer, you know. I was, like, a kid that liked gaming, so it's like, I didn't mind fishing or whatever. But we were, like, fishing for, like, most of the day, like, all day, for, like, multiple days. So, to be honest, I really didn't enjoy it after a while. I was just like, man, we're just, like, doing, like, lots of fishing, like, in, like, multiple consecutive days. I was like, geez. Luckily... Oh, man, I'm trying to think if I borrowed a Game Boy or what the deal was. But I had access to a Game Boy, so... On, like, the... I'm trying to think. I think we were there for, like, 5 days. We did, like, 5 days of fishing, I think. So I fished for the first, like, 2 days. And then on, like, the 3rd day, I started playing the Game Boy. And then on, like, the 4th and 5th day, I didn't do any fishing. I just played the Game Boy. I'm pretty sure I was playing Mario World 2. Or Mario Land 2, sorry. 6 golden coins or whatever. I don't know, like, how deep this is. You don't want to go too deep. Oops. Well, I was pressing the button. I don't know why it didn't. Like, the slowdown might have ate my input or something. I'm pretty sure it's, like, random if it rains or not. I don't remember rain being, like, an issue that, like, interfered with my ability to catch fish. Okay, so being deeper when it's raining does seem to do the trick or whatever. I'm pretty sure if you get deep enough, the lure will become like smaller, and that's your like indication that you're getting like pretty low. And you don't want to get like too low. Is it still freaking raining? What the hell? Rain, please stop! You're killing me. I mean, at least fish are appearing on the screen, so that's an improvement. But like, they're not like biting. I wonder if the shallow runner like has like a different thing that you're supposed to do. I hardly ever used it. So I'm not entirely sure if you should just go like back and forth. I guess that worked. Yeah, see how he was black for a second? He was like deeper. Okay, well back and forth seems to work. Yeah, the good thing about these small fish is that you can reel for a long time before you get the little tinky sound. Basically, you just reel, and then whenever it makes the tink sound, you just let go of A and hold B for a moment. It's supposed to represent you like thumbing the line. I'm pretty sure you can also let go of the A button. But then if you let go of the A button, then the fish will like pull you like backwards, like pull you like away from the boat. So it's like, why would you not just thumb it? Maybe there's some reason I'm not aware of. Alright. Got a little ballsy there. But I was like, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Well, we fought that guy for 15 minutes? What the heck? I did think about, let's go, like, in a little bit. Because when you're further out, then it takes longer to bring the fish, or to, like, reel the fish actually in or whatever. Because this is a childhood game, I was thinking about, like, playing this, like, all the way through. But I ultimately decided against it. Just because, like, it takes a long time to do, like, a day. And it's like a tournament or whatever. So it's like you have to perform, you have to catch a certain number of fish in the day to advance to the next lake. So basically, like, a fail, even with, like, save states, like, a fail condition would mean that I would have to like start the lake like over again. And I'm pretty sure we're still like in the morning. And it goes on, like, the tournament is until like 4 p.m. So if I failed and had to like start over, it would be like an hour of playing like off camera for me to like to like advance. Like I would not be able to show like the successful attempt because it would be like an hour of me playing, you know. Yeah, I was pressing the button for like a full second. It wasn't going though. I don't know why. So at first I was like, well, it's like, well, am I really gonna be able to like carry the commentary since the gameplay is not super riveting to watch? And the answer is yes. I can talk forever about stuff, and this would be like the perfect opportunity to do it. But ultimately, I just decided to not, just because there is like a fail condition, and then if I fail, then I have to start like all over again, you know? And I don't want to like, even if I use like save states, I would have to like decide if I made enough progress. It's like if I catch a fish, I would have to be like, okay, well I caught a fish, but it took this amount of time to catch it. So is that progress worth keeping? Because if you spend 4 hours to catch one fish, you would want to reset anyway. Since it's like not worth it. Like that's not enough progress. You can't catch one fish every 4 hours and then advance to the next lake. You're gonna like fail or whatever. So I'm gonna have to be like calculating, like, did I catch a fish in a good enough amount of time to like justify like using a save state? I don't know. It was just like so much headache. I just decided that the hassle like wasn't worth it. Okay, did the rain stop? Is that why all the fish decided that they're not interested anymore? I wonder if this game has it where if you fish in one spot too long, that the fish, like, stop biting. I don't know if that's, like, a real thing. Does that happen in real life? Like, the fish become, like, accustomed to your presence and they learn to not bite? I don't think that's true. I don't think they would. I mean, I don't think fish are, like, smart enough to like, come to that conclusion, you know? Okay, maybe the rain stopped. Because now we're not getting anything. I mean, it did rain for, like, quite a while. And it's still light rain. Oh, well, we're at noon, so we'll go for one day and we'll see how we rank. We're probably not going to rank very well. I haven't caught a fish in forever. Let's go ahead and move anyway. Oh, man, there's probably... maybe here? I'm pretty sure there's like 5 spots that are like good. I'm pretty sure most of them are like along the edge. But I'm not entirely sure, but I think there is one spot where it's like out in the middle. It's like around here somewhere, I think. But I don't know where it is. I'm actually also not sure if the, oops. If the, what do you call it, graphics or whatever will be different if I find the sweet spot. Whatever, let's just go to the, spot that I know is good. I'm pretty sure if you watch other people's Let's Plays of this, I'm pretty sure this is like the most popular spot to go to, I think, right? This is like an iconic spot. Like everybody that played this game spent a lot of time at this spot. Like, is this the best, like, spot in this entire lake? Basically, you don't want to reel in whenever it does that. That's supposed to represent it jumping. Lost my lure, okay. Well, I wasn't, yeah, I just wanted to see if it gave the message. Yeah, I wasn't pressing anything. Maybe I actually had to press B to not lose the lure. I let go of the button. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. Maybe you just sometimes lose it no matter what. But anyway, yeah, when I was 12, oh man, another big one, nice. Maybe this spot has the most big backblasts, big black basses. Maybe that's why this is like a good spot. I don't know. I am actually surprised that I've seen 2 of them. I remember that they were like really like rare on this lake. I don't remember seeing them like that often. I remember it being like 1 out of every like 10. It was like a big deal whenever I saw like one of these like bigger ones. So I'm actually surprised that I've seen 2 already. Like I feel like that's like pretty good. All right, I'm pretty sure we're like sorta kinda decently close. Yeah, it's starting to slope off to the left. So we've got a little ways to go, but we're not super mega far away. But when I was 12, we moved to Oklahoma. And then that was kind of when I like really started to not like fishing that much. Because where we lived, the nearest lake was an hour and a half away. So for us to like go fishing was like a big deal. Like we would drive like an hour and a half. Like if you're gonna drive an hour and a half to go fishing, you would have to stay there like all day to make it worth the drive. So we would stay there for like so we would fish for like 8 or 10 hours to like, you know, like, to like justify the 3 hours of driving we had to do just to like get there and back, you know. Versus like in Michigan, you drive for a couple of minutes and then you're there. And then you can just like fish for like an hour or two. And then go back and it was like not a big deal, you know. Oh man, super big boy. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's considered like huge for this lake. Yeah, I don't remember seeing, I remember seeing the 2-pounders. So like 3 pounds and above, I'm pretty sure it was like rare. So like a 4-pounder is like massive. That might have like bumped me up in the ranks like a lot. That might make up for all that, like that huge amount of time where I didn't catch anything. I probably still need more though, in order to advance. I guess we'll just go until this tournament day ends or whatever. And I'll either advance to the next lake or it's gonna go, oh, you did not advance to the next lake. Try again or whatever. Okay, well, screw you too. Is it still raining, I wonder? Still light rain, alright. Yeah, so we started going like less often. Not only that, but Oklahoma had it had like more kinds of fish that were like not good for eating. Maybe that was just at the lakes that we were like closest to. Maybe my dad decided that it wasn't like worth going like more further to go to a lake that had fish that that had like more kinds of fish that we could eat. What was it? Was it like catfish? It was some kind of fish that was like not good for eating. So we would catch like fish, but then we would end up like not having any fish like to eat, you know? Versus like in Michigan, we would catch fish and I would watch my dad fillet them up and we'd cook them and eat them. Yeah, I never touched the fish. Like, I drew the line at like watching. I didn't mind like watching my dad like fillet them up or like, you know, carve them up or whatever. But yeah, I was not comfortable. I don't think I ever held a fish. I didn't like touching them like at all. And I guess I'm like, now that I look back, like I guess my dad like recognized, or, you know, like he offered and I said no, I didn't want to or whatever. My dad never pushed me to hold the fish or to fillet the fish. So I guess now that I look back, it actually he actually did like respect like that boundary. Like, I don't think he even like tried to get me to do it. I think he like asked and I would just say no and he just said, oh, okay, you know, like he didn't try to like like encourage me to like do it. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes kids do need to be like nudged into doing something and then they'll do it and then it turns out to be like okay that they did it. But I don't think that he ever even he never like pushed me to like try to get me to do it. Which, I mean, even if he would have, I would have still said no probably. And then if he would have forced me, then I would have hated it. I do have this one memory of, like, whenever you, like, fillet the fish, I always thought that they were, like, dead. Like, they would stay alive, like, in the live well. And then even when you, like, put them up on the counter to, like, or, you know, like, the cutting board to fillet them up. Like, I thought that when you, like, carved like pieces of their body, I thought that they like died from that. But there was like this one time where this fish like had like both sides of him had been like filleted like away, so he was just like a head and then like a skeleton and a tail, and his like gills were like still moving, like he was like still alive. And I remember being like mildly disturbed that I was just like, wow, you're like disemboweled, you know, sort of like you're cut up, like you should be dead, but you're not dead. So like, what the heck, you know? It didn't occur to me that you could like have like parts of your body like carved away and you can like still be alive. Like he was literally a head, a tail, and like the skeleton. So it's like he had like no body, just like the what do you call it? Like the bones that go up the length of the fish. But then again, it's like, I don't know, maybe he was dead. Maybe like the gills still like move sometimes a little bit when the fish are dead. I don't know. Don't they say that like what is it, like octopus? Like after they're dead, they have these like involuntary like twitches or whatever, and it makes it look like they're still alive or something like that. Oh wait, there's like this like sauce that you dip them in, and then it creates some sort of like electrical thing or whatever. It like stimulates their nerves, even though that thing is dead. It like stimulates like the nerves to where it makes the things like twitch and move or whatever. Not entirely sure. So maybe it was something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But it, like me and that fish like kind of had a moment where like my dad was like not in the room. He like left for a minute or something. Maybe he went to grab another fish or something. But there was a point where it was just like the two of us. It was just me and the fish. Me and the dead fish or whatever. Or the fish that should have been dead that I was like surprised wasn't dead. And I was kind of like, holy crap, you know? So me and that fish kind of had a moment, and I like felt bad. I was like, man, I didn't know that we were like killing them like while they were like alive. Like I thought they were dead, and then we were like taking off their like meat or whatever, like after they were dead. I didn't know that we were like doing it like while they were still alive, and then afterwards they were still alive, you know? Oh man. Okay, so it's 2:35. So we got a little ways to go. Yeah, I mean, I could go somewhere else, but it's like, well, we're catching the most fish here, so there's no reason to, like, go anywhere else. Let's reel, like, a little bit. That should be good. So I'm not entirely sure why, but as I got to be, like, an older... Like, as my teen years progressed... Like, I stopped going with my dad. I think when I was younger, I think I, like, didn't have, like, the option to go. Well, like, I was such an obedient, well-behaved kid that it was just assumed that when my dad was going, that I was going with him. Like, I never said no. So I'm not entirely sure, like, what happened, but, like, gradually... Maybe he just started going, like, without me. Maybe he, like, sensed that I was, like, starting to, like, not like it as much. So maybe he stopped asking me, and I stopped, and I stopped, like, or like he stopped asking, and then I did not request to go with him. So he kind of read the writing on the wall that I really didn't like going with him. Not because I didn't like spending time with him, but you know what I mean, right? I just wasn't, I don't know, I just wasn't meant to be a fisherman, I guess. Like the way he was. I just didn't enjoy it the way he did, you know? So now that I think back, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I ended up not going with him. I'm not sure, like, how gradual it was. Or if like, one day he just stopped asking and started going alone. And I never asked to go with him. But for one reason or another, I just stopped going somewhere down the line. I went, and I didn't realize that was the last time that I was ever going to go fishing with my dad. Now that I think back, I really don't have any, like, memory of it. Like, I know that I went, but it's not like it's not like the two of us, like, sat there and had, like, profound father-son conversations or anything. I mean, my dad was an introvert, and I was an introvert. So I think we both just sat there. And I don't think we, like, talked. a whole lot while we were there. We both just kind of sat there. So it's like, yeah, like I spent a lot of time doing that, but like we didn't really form any like memories other than the memory that we actually did it. But it's not like we had like profound conversations that were like life-changing where I like learned like life lessons to where anything would be like memorable, you know? I'm holding B. I don't know why it wasn't making the thumb sound. Okay, he already jumped twice. Hopefully he won't jump anymore. God dang it. I don't know, now that I lost my lure once, when he jumped, now I'm like nervous that I might lose it again. And I'm not sure if the other colored pencil bait will work as well. Maybe I'll switch to the frog, just to see if the red frog works. Maybe the frog works better in the place where it has all like the underwater like plants and whatnot. That one place with the giant mud spot. But somewhere down the line, my dad stopped going fishing too. We kept the boat. And then we moved to Texas briefly. I don't think we went fishing that much there. I don't think he went. Maybe there wasn't even a lake nearby. We lived in Del Rio. So I'm not sure if there was any places to fish near there. It's about an hour from Eagle Pass, in case you're curious. Like, Eagle Pass was like the nearest, like city that anyone would like recognize. But we lived super mega far down. Oh man, another big one? Nice. Yeah, Del Rio is like super far, like down into Texas. It's like southwest from San Antonio. When we drove out of there, it took 12 hours of driving just to get out of Texas. Like, you don't realize like how big Texas is. Especially when you're like super down into Texas, you know? Oh man, he took me down deep enough to where the outline is just all black. But when we lived in Oklahoma, we would go to Dallas sometimes. And that was like, I think 4.5 hours, I think. But then San Antonio was like, by the time you get to San Antonio, now you're like super duper like down deep into Texas. And then Del Rio is like southwest from there. I'm pretty sure. Oh god damn it. It was more west than south, but it was south and west from Del Rio, or from San Antonio. Okay, let's see how I did. I caught a super big one, 2 regular big ones, and then 3 small ones. 4, 5, 6 small ones. All right. 9 total. Hey Tom, this is your record. Participant 144th. Ranking class C? Huh. Okay, we're done apparently. Are you supposed to play the same lake for multiple days and increase your rank? It said 144th. Maybe I don't know how fishing tournaments work. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess we can find out. If you can back out. Why'd you say warning with the dots at, like, the mid-level? Why'd you say warning? Warning! That is not... that is not the correct use of the word warning. Yeah, see, this password is so long that I hardly ever bother to use the password. Yep, I was right, you can't back out. I'm pretty sure in Pro Jared's, like, video, he also had to reset the console. He, like, accidentally hit this one and got stuck at the password screen. It is kind of a weird oversight. Well, I guess this is where we're ending it. So yeah, I'm actually not sure if we did any fishing in, Texas. And then when we moved to, Illinois, when I was, 18 or whatever, I'm not sure if he did any fishing there. But we kept the boat, and then we moved to Wisconsin, where the fishing is better. And I'm not sure how much he's done or how much fishing he's done. Not much. I know it's either not very much or not at all, like none at all. But I don't think he's gone lately. But I think just having that boat is like nostalgic for him. So I don't know if he's ever gonna get rid of the boat, to be honest. Like, there might just be, like, so many, like, memories attached to it. But it's, like, it's just this, like, big, giant nostalgic thing. So it's, like, I'm super nostalgic, but, like, most of my nostalgia comes from, like, Nintendo cartridges. Or, you know, like, video game cartridges. Or, you know, PS1 CDs, you know, in the case. So it's not large objects. You know, there's also, like, you know, certain action figures and things I had from my childhood. But nothing that's, like, giant. So it is kind of, you know, it, like, as much as, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if you're gonna have nostalgic stuff, it is, more convenient to have it be, like, small things, because if nothing else, you can put them in a box, and then they're not taking up space in your apartment. I mean, they are in the box, but, they're not taking up, like, shelf space or whatever, but you still, like, have them, like, you know that you have them, even if you don't, like, have it, like, out, like on a shelf or whatever, like on display. But a boat, yeah, can't do that with a boat. I'm pretty sure he has it in a storage shed, last I heard. And it's just, like, not only that, but it sucks because you have to rent, like, a big one, and the big ones are, like, more expensive. So I don't know exactly how much he's spending on it, but, like, he's spending money on it to keep it in storage. Whereas, like, all of my nostalgic stuff, like, I do have, like, multiple boxes of it. I actually kind of have a lot, to be honest. But it's not so much that I have to, like, rent a storage unit to store it. So I guess it's better to, like, to have your nostalgic stuff be to where it doesn't require a storage unit. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess he's either going to keep it or not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I guess I'll stop. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this game. So that's the history of, I know I kind of said it in bits and pieces throughout this playthrough or whatever. Or not playthrough, but this video. That's the history of me and fishing. Yeah, not a whole lot. Like, for how much, I mean, I already said it, but for how much time I spent fishing, I really don't have any, like, memorable fishing memories. Other than playing the Game Boy in Canada. And the story where, like, the concept of, like carving up the fish and having it still be alive kind of creeping me out, because I thought that, like, it's more disturbing to, like, carve up the fish while it's alive. So I didn't realize that we were doing that to the fish or whatever. I mean, maybe some of them were dead, but, like, that particular fish was alive still. And I didn't think that was, like, a possibility, so it was, like, morbid or whatever. So other than that, not a whole lot of fishing memories. And then most of my fishing memories or my memories of playing this game or whatever, like fishing in this game, was on that one shore that I spent most of the video on, with the shore on the left side or whatever. But yeah, I guess I'll wrap it up here. As always, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button before you go, and if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And I will see y'all next time, and y'all have yourselves a great day. Take care, bye.